Alright, hell yeah. I love making these videos because it's kind of a way to paddle an R1 boat, and we're going to kind of move up this eddy. We're going to go across and we're going to be in this eddy, and now we got to move up all the way to here. And we kind of do a couple cool moves to make that just really efficient. Usually it takes me all day to move up that thing. So hell yeah, we were able to move up pretty good, and that's what we're going to take a look at. Alright, so in one of the cool dynamics, so we're going to get over here. We're going to paddle on the downstream side. Usually that's a pretty decent way to get momentum when you don't have momentum. But I think a combination like this paddling upstream and then rotating the boat upstream, an upstream turn into an eddy usually is a pretty great way to go. Or even right here, if I was trying to get this eddy, be more aggressive, like get that boat 90. I can always bring the boat back. You know what I mean? So there the boat is kind of, let's say it was 90. Now I can paddle on the downstream side and bring this in. Now right here is where I've always been, sometimes you have to paddle on the downstream side to cross and, get momentum across to a wave train. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paddle on this side and then paddle on the other side, and watch the back of the boat when I jump to the other side. It went from here to way over there. So that's the dynamics in R1 that we can take advantage of, especially when getting to an eddy, because especially when I'm crossing and have a little bit of upstream and the back of the boat is still in the current, all I have to do is just jump to the other side, and that really gets the stern of the boat out of that current. So you can always use that. So if you're ever trying to get into an eddy and a portion of your boat is still in current, maybe you can jump to the other side and quickly get it that direction. And now this is kind of a little slalom, because once we do that, we do it again as well. Now the stern is way over in that current, and then so we body switch again, and look how far the stern moves when we switch. So we switch our body over to there, and the stern gets whipped back, and hell yeah. And that's all I needed, just to get the stern out of that current, out of this current first, and then out of that current. And then we were able to come up here and hell yeah, and do our thing. So we don't hold that surf, but whatever. So hell yeah. So let's look at this all the way through. Downstream side, paddle over. I can get that stern out of that current, and then I can jumping back and forth. Sometimes useful, but this video is just like, hey, if I jump back and forth, it has this extra thing to pay attention to. Where's the stern of your boat? Alright, hell yeah. You get to watch this one more time. Booyah.